Mrs. Cadena here again. In this video segment, I'm going to show you how to add some special effects to different elements on your calendar pages. These special effects are things like drop shadows, feathering, bevel, emboss, and let me say up front that I don't recommend that you use more than one or two of these special effects on a page. It's just not professional. I have many different special effects and different effects going on here, and it doesn't look good, but it's just for demonstration purposes that I have these here at this time. Let's start with adding a drop shadow. You can see this image right here currently has a drop shadow, and so let me show you how that was accomplished. I'll do that again on this image here. Let's add a drop shadow to this one. To do this, make sure that we are looking at the typography layout or the typography view. You have an effects button right here. If you go to this effects panel, and then right here at the bottom where it says FX, drop that down and then select drop shadow from the list. Another way to do this is to right click on the image, and you can also see the effects here, and go to drop shadow. If you're not currently seeing, and then I wish this window here wasn't so big because it gets in the way of me seeing what's going on as I'm making changes. But if you want to see this, make sure that your preview is checked right here so that you can see what you're doing as you're making the changes. You can change the angle of the drop shadow here, the spread, the noise. Experiment with these different options to get the effect that you want. When you are done, you'll click OK. And you can also add directly from this window different effects at the same time. So for example, if I wanted an outer glow, I would select it here as well. If I decided I didn't want it, I would deselect it. Click OK, and there I have a drop shadow. You can see it right here around the bottom edge, and like I said, you can change the direction of the drop shadow. You can add a drop shadow to text as well. For example, if I wanted to add a drop shadow to the word April, I would select that text box. Do not select the text itself within the text box, just the text box itself. And again, go to your effects, drop shadow, and you can see there it's beginning to appear. Experiment with these sliders for spread. Okay, and again, less is more. Be very subtle. Don't go overboard on a lot of these effects. Just keep them simple, and that's most professional. It's just keeping them very simple and subdued most times. Okay, another one is the bevel. You can see here there's a bevel on this image, and that was in the effects section where it says bevel and emboss. You can experiment here with, this is the amount of the bevel. Right there, there's a very small amount, and increasing the bevel just makes it, I guess, kind of pop out at you a little bit more. But you can adjust the bevel size there. On the red dots that I created in another video, on the strokes video, I added a feather effect to those red dots. And let me zoom in here so that you can see them up close. I think I went too far in another calendar page, and now I can't see where I'm at. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. I'm currently looking at the month of April, but you can kind of see here that there is a softening effect. This is the feather special effect on the dots. So experiment with your effects and enhance the appearance of your calendar pages. Best of luck.